Kia ora. Welcome to Neat and Not by the Sea. My name is Catherine and my pronouns are she, her.
Kia ora. My name's Victoria.
And I look really tan. I've been on
You look
holiday.
tan.
Episode something, but 2025.
Woo, Happy New Year.
We're going to pretend we're people that are not tired. Just been spent the last 20 minutes moaning because I'm tired. Anyway, so we've decided to continue filming after me asking many times. I was like, are we going to continue filming? We're going to continue filming once a fortnight. But we haven't filmed up to now. It's like 23rd or 24th, something like that.
It's been busy.
It's the 23rd of January. But anyway, lots of good intentions. And also, we were tired. But anyway, I think we should, before we start on projects and things like that, we should do a recap.
Okay.
And see how you are.
I'm good. So I don't think we've had a film probably since early first week of December. So
Because we were supposed to film, but instead we went out for a
we
meal.
went out for tea. Yeah, it was great. Catherine took me out. It was lovely. What's new? I had a lovely Christmas. It was very family orientated. Spent a night down in Riverton, which is beautiful. I'd never sort of done Southland before.
Yeah, because
You like I do it at the Catlins.
You think that New Zealand ends in the Catlins,
Yeah.
don't you? Oh my
It
God,
was
did you
lovely.
stay in a new place?
I did. Went to Gemstone Beach, which was a lot of fun.
You've literally been going to the same
Place for 15 years,
15 years. Oh my
And
God.
before that, we went to Waimea because that's where my aunt lives.
Oh yeah, I've been to Gemstone Beach. Yeah, nice places.
Lovely. You've got lots of lovely rocks.
And also there was a nice in Riverstone. Am I thinking the right place?
Riverton?
Southland, Riverton.
Yeah.
There's a nice like organic-y, shoppy type place in Riverton.
Didn't see the organic shop, but I did go to the Christmas shop, which you would have found very...
Unpalatable.
Yeah, it was great.
I've never spotted that. Is it a year-round shop?
I think it is opens for the last 6 months of each year.
Okay.
6 months on, 6 months off.
Oh, people are
not
keen.
sure. Yeah.
Oh, well, that's lovely. So what brought that on? Why the change?
Went down with a group of friends from the guild.
Oh,
So it was very nice. It was just a week
lovely is
after
that?
night. Yeah.
Your
very nice.
horizons are expanding,
I
Victoria.
know, yeah. Did some puzzles. Went up into Oamaru to Riverstone for my mum's birthday. We went round the castle that's there.
So that's a different place from Riverton.
Yeah, so other ends.
Yeah, so Riverstone it's really just a restaurant, isn't it?
There's a restaurant, massive gift shops, and there's a castle that you can do the tour.
No, it's not a castle.
There's a faux castle.
Yeah, it's a faux castle. It's castellated.
Castle adjacent, which was very interesting.
But people know it. It's quite famous.
Yeah. It was good. It was very it was interesting. I was quite pleased we went around. That was I think $30.
We never stop because like it's always like, oh, shall we start? Yeah, we've passed it.
Yeah.
And people say you have to book, and we're never going to book. We're just not booking
So
people.
for the castle, no, they're running the tours
Oh my God,
5 days a week.
They do tours.
They do tours 5 days a week, 3 times a day, I think. You just look it up online. And it's great. You're welcomed in by, not by the owner, but by a tour guide. And then it's self-guided. So you just go around and obviously you're not looking in cupboards and things like that because I think they do live there part of the time. But I think the tours have become so successful that they are...
I had no idea I thought it was just a restaurant with castellated building next to it.
No, proper castle. And
Not a proper castle.
no, not... Yeah, well, it's not a proper castle, but...
I'm just so amused now.
It was funny. It was great.
Oh, cool.
So it was fun.
Nice.
And because it was my mum's birthday, my aunt and uncle came and my cousin and her family came. It was just a lovely catch up. I didn't buy anything at the gift shop, which is very disappointing.
Not for people that live near Victoria and worry about the size of her house and her stuff. Oh, well, that's lovely.
Yeah. And I've been back at school for 2 weeks. Back at work for the last 2 weeks, and we're trying a new thing this year. So I work the same hours, but I do 4 days are a bit longer, and then you finish at lunchtime on Friday. So far, loving that.
Cool. I'm trying a new thing at work as well. I'm doing 2 days work from home, which I did last year, but I'm doing Tuesday and Thursday work from home, which means that I don't have to wake up at 6:40. Those 2 mornings, I wake up at 8.
Nice.
makes such a difference to my levels of energy. So I'm trying that. And I'm also, because I'm quite introverted and I work in an open plan office, I'm trialing working in one of the bookable offices in the afternoons so that I can just focus on my work and not talk to people and not hear people. So we'll see how it goes. I wasn't organized enough and I didn't book it last time, but I want to book it so that people know where to find me. Yeah. If they need to find me, like, my boss. He doesn't have to wonder where I am in the garden somewhere. Oops. What have I done? I've been at work for 3 weeks now because life is like that. Although I shouldn't complain because the reason I went back 3 weeks ago is because I've booked my holiday to Europe. So I'm going for 5 weeks, which means I really have no leave for the rest of the year. I'll buy some leave for later on because I don't think I'll last for another 5 months. So we had a very quiet Christmas at home. So we do Christmas on the 24th now as a family, which is lovely. And it's very low key. It couldn't get lower key. It would be subterranean if it was any lower. I have lost my nativity set.
Oh no! In the move or just since last year?
I am a bit worried that I tidied and I was like, I don't need this nativity set, and I threw it out because we used to have a big nativity set, which I didn't like. And I wanted to donate it to charity, so I donated the box, but we also had a tiny nativity set that was all the separate pieces. I had a cursory look and I couldn't find it. But anyway, Margarita had come to the rescue and she had sent me her own Peruvian little nativity set. So I had something.
Lovely.
So the extent of my decorations is a nativity set on the table. But I did, if you follow me on Instagram, you'll have seen I made 2 needle cases for each one of my girls. They went down really well. I was really surprised.
Nice.
Because really my thing was, you'll appreciate this when I'm dead.
Yeah, so look after it until then.
Yeah, that's right. Don't lose it because you'll regret it later. Martin got me a Christmas present. I was shook.
Was it like
And a little
not
bit-
one from a garage?
Not one from a garage. He actually bought me, I can't believe I didn't show you. It's because I was still smarting from the lack of response from your text. I was like, I'm not talking to you. No, he bought me a book on textile artists incorporating birds into their work.
Oh wow, that's right up your alley.
It really was.
Yeah,
I was-
well done, Martin.
I know. Off his own back. I didn't suggest. There was no. I mean, it was in University Bookshop, so
Yeah.
They've
But
got,
still.
they've got a good section. Yeah, I was quite impressed. So that was lovely. And then after that, so the 25th was a very quiet day, which was lovely. And then on the 26th, Sophia and I went on the Central Rail Trail for 3 nights. It ended up being 4 nights because I didn't want to wake up at 5 a.m. to drive, get there at 10 and start cycling. So we went the night before. We stayed at a place near Bex. Gull something. I'm full of tips here. But it was this great place. It kind of had I've forgotten the names now. Vanessa Bell vibe, like Charleston Farm. Is it ringing any bells?
Yeah.
God, people. So Vanessa Bell, the sister of Victoria Woolf.
Oh yeah.
So Vanessa Bell, she was an artist. Like,
Do you mean
painting-
Virginia Woolf?
Yes. What did I say?
Victoria Woolf.
No, not Victoria, Virginia. So she was an artist, like an oil painter. But they were all kind of bohemian, like, arty. And they bought that farm near London, Charleston Farm, and they were living their wife swappy wildlife type thing, and they decorated it all funky for that era.
Nice.
So anyway, this bed and breakfast had that vibe. I was like, this is very Vanessa Bell. Sophia was like, woo! Anyway, survive the rail trail. Also, if you're into textiles and antique type things, Bex, the pub in Bex, they have like antique shop next to it. As part of it, one of the rooms, 2 of the rooms is an antique shop.
Nice.
So I may have spent $100 there.
What'd
I
you
forgot
get?
to bring it. I had a 1940s needle case, like a sewing box. Lots of doilies.
Lovely.
Yeah, it was great. And some threads.
Nice.
I also scored I should tell you, because you know how I don't use like animal products. So I don't use silk. I don't buy leather shoes either, unless they're secondhand. So secondhand, fair go. So I will buy secondhand leather shoes. I bought 2 pairs in the last few weeks. I came across secondhand silk threads in Shop on Carol. Japanese silk threads.
Ooh,
and they're
nice.
50 cents each. So I've got quite a number of colours.
Lovely.
I did Google Translate. Google Translate is amazing. So anyway, that was good. So anyway, that was that. And then Dunedin's been grey and miserable and horrid. And Martin was dead set on going on holiday, the 2 of us. And I wasn't so keen. I wanted to stay home and craft. But he was keen. So we went with the intention of going to Kaikoura. And it was grey. It was miserably grey. And it would continue to be grey. And I said to him, let's go to the West Coast. There is sun there. There's miraculously. The West Coast normally rainy. Cloudy,
beautiful rainy. Yep.
Stunning. But it was the only place in the South Island that was sunny. So we're like, let's go there. It's great.
Nice.
So we did that. We did that for 5 days. And it was very lovely and restorative. And even though I didn't want to necessarily go, I was just saying to Victoria, I've hardly made any progress with any cross stitch. I was just really tired. So it's just really nice to be away. Did some reading and sort of resting my arms.
Have they been giving you issues?
No, I was just being pathetic. I was like,
oh, yeah.
So yeah. And of course the main thing is ceasefire in Palestine. Ceasefire in Gaza. Terrible things happening in the West Bank. But some progress, so it was good to do that. If you follow me on Instagram, you will have seen the piece I did for the Aotearoa Solidarity Quilt. That was a very lovely piece. I'm really pleased that I made the time. That's why I didn't make progress with anything else. Because I don't seem to be able to choose a simple project. What did I do? I did something that took me 2 weeks of concentrated stitching.
Ugh.
But anyway, it was fun. I enjoyed it. So anyway, that's that. You have tons to show, apparently.
Yeah, well, not tons. I've touched a lot of things.
Yeah, so that's cool. So it'll be entertaining. 12 minutes of chats.
Yeah.
It'll be entertaining. I've just got 3 things to show, but that's all right.
That's right,
It's
yeah.
all right. Yeah.
FOs.
Finished objects.
FOs.
Oh, yes, I have an FO.
Yeah, you've got
I have an FO. I mean, could be wrong. I could have shown it last year, but I don't think so.
Who cares? It deserves to be shown again.
Yeah, that's right. So I finished my Consider the Lilies piece.
It's beautiful.
I just love the riot of colours. No pun intended. It's a political piece. It started out by complaining about the government in Chile attacking protesters. So I changed the phrasing because the phrasing was kind of religious, Christian, not my vibe. I've changed so much on this. It's like you probably wouldn't recognize it. I love the tree though. I'm going to use the tree in something else. It's fantastic. So this phrase came from a political piece that I bought in Chile that said, "No más criminalización a la protesta social," which means stop criminalizing social protest. Very on point in the world. And then, of course, that was the year before we went to Peru. That's what was happening in Chile. And then the year we went to Peru and we left early because of the protests and the police and the army attacking and killing Peruvians, indigenous Peruvians and poor Peruvians, as they do. And particularly attacking people from Puno. So I wanted to depict 2 women from Puno, which are Aymara people. Most of the indigenous people of the Andes in Peru are Quechua people. So from the Inca sort of, that's not true, it's a generalization. But generally speaking, in Puno you have Aymara people. And then the whole, the dawning, the realization in people's consciousness of what has been going on in Palestine over the last 76 years started. And so then I wanted to incorporate the message about Free Palestine into this piece. And I love it. I have quite compulsively ignored instructions from the charts. And in the end, it was a case of like, have I left too much of a gap? Oh, I'll put something there. But I love it. I am so happy with this piece. Martin wants me to frame it, but I don't know.
I was just going to ask if you knew what you were going to do with it. So you're still considering?
I was thinking of making a top out of it. you know, because then it's a conversation piece, and people are like, what does this mean? Oh, it's about Palestine.
But you know you'll drop gravy down it.
And then you wash it. Also, what am I going to do? Just leave it pristine somewhere? I don't know. But anyway, in any case.
It's beautiful. Well done.
Thank you. I am super happy with it. But in any case, I think I am going to do the drawn thread hemming. And then I'll decide.
Lovely.
But I had Fiona over for lunch months ago at my house. And I was telling her about how rubbish I am. Because I've got that curtain. Mm-hmm. You've seen the curtain, right? But because I hem badly, because who can be bothered? But the sun hits it, and then you can see how one side's really wide and the other's really thin. Yeah. So we talked about maybe putting another layer, maybe doing it properly, imagine, and then maybe putting another layer in the gap, so that you can't see it through.
Plus, it'll protect the sun coming from the back and fading the threads out for a while.
It's already got a curtain. What more do you want? I'm very respectful of my work. Anyway, so that's that. I'm very proud. So my next piece is the other massive one that I have.
Yep.
Dutch Beauty.
Yeah. Oh, not even the one I was thinking. So you had considered the lilies.
His eye is on
sparrow.
His eye on the sparrow. But I just picked up a Dutch Beauty, and I'm like, oh, I quite fancy doing this one.
Lovely. I liked Dutch Beauty.
Yeah, it's beautiful. I mean, they're all beautiful. My goal. Okay, so tangent number 1. New Year's resolutions. Mm-hmm. My New Year's resolution is to keep my dining table cleared.
How's it going?
Badly. Not only for the dining table, but my mess by my bed has just grown exponentially. So my goal is to keep the blimmin' table clear, plus not increase the bulk by side of my bed. I'm doing really badly. But that's, goals. So I do want to make progress with things.
Lovely.
Especially since I've got a new hobby that I'm going to start, and I need to tell you about it. But anyway, finished object.
So I've got 2 fully finished objects.
Oh my lord, that is cute.
So I finished the beaded dragon that I started a long time ago.
I don't even remember you doing this.
I don't
remember a start.
Oh, maybe I never showed it because I just did stitch the front of his nose. So then this was a new start and a finish. So the pattern is from Thread a Bead, which is the same place that I got my that Christmas tree I did at the end of last year.
Does it have stuffing?
It's stuffed, yep, so he's quite solid.
That is very adorable.
So cute.
I kind of feel like it should have a hanging thing and be in your car.
Oh, it would make cute. And it won't fade because they're glass beads.
Because it is cute. And it's like cutesy car cute.
Maybe I'll make another one and hang it in my couch and just drop it on the floor.
I think you could find a way of just...
He's got little wings. His spine's down his back. That's cute. I was super pleased. That was 2 days of my holiday beading.
Do you know, it's amazing how different people's brains work. I wanted to throw them a beading across the room.
Oh, I thoroughly enjoyed it. It was great.
I keep thinking that there's a...
Oh, it's because he's stuffed, and so there's bits of fluff that are...
something catching. Because I don't see well, I'm not wearing my glasses. It's kind of like a...
Yeah, so it looks like it's got hair coming out of certain places.
Very adorable.
It's cute.
Yeah. So if it's not going to be a hanging parry thingy, what was your intention?
Oh, he's just a thing. He's an object. So at the moment, he's just sitting in my cupboard.
Okay.
On display.
Very pretty.
And my second
another one.
So this is Mr. Puddle Pond from Kath Thomas Designs. And he is not stuffed, and he's posable, and he looks better once he's posed than when you're playing with him. So I thought I'd pose him on the coaster.
A little creepier.
He is a little creepier.
I'm not loving it, but that's because you have a thing for insects and things I do not.
I do. So see, he's it's his tummy. It's his tummy. It's his back. He's gorgeous. And he's got a wee crown because he's, the frog prince. Nice. But he's so like I said, he's not stuffed, so he's all soft and creepy.
Can I have a touch?
Yeah.
Not having a good time. Lunch, anyone? Cool. Oh, it must be nice to actually complete it as well.
So it's been great to actually get some things finished. I was feeling I wasn't getting much finished.
I think your enthusiasm for it makes it like a thing now that you do.
Yeah, I think I've got a third one. Is it in here? Yes, it is.
An impromptu third completed project.
Yeah. This is a scissor keep. No, that's not.
What is it?
It's a scissor keep.
No, what's a lady?
Oh, she's a fairy.
Okay, cool.
Fairy.
Is that a thread thing?
No, it's just an orange. I had an orange
but it looks
bead.
like a thread spool.
That would be cool if it was.
Yeah.
But no.
It is. We can call it
We
that.
call it as. Yeah. I just.
Nice.
So that's. And those, I believe, are all my fully finished items.
Very good.
Did I do any of the projects I said I was going to work on? Not really.
Oh, I can show these because they're sort of fully finished because they're not crusted.
Go for it.
Yeah. Okay. We're not saying I'm obsessive. So, for those of you who watched the little video I did with Fiona, you'll know that we had planned to do a quilty challenge this year. So we're doing 12 mini quilts in the year. And the first one was log cabin. So this was my log cabin offering. I'll show you the backs after because I love all the backs and I want to show the backs. So that was one, and that was like the box was ticked. I couldn't stop. So then that was number 2. And then I had to do number 3 because I wanted to see the difference, the visual difference in having wide darks versus wide lights. And I think, well, now I don't know that I'm looking at it like that, but I think I prefer lights than darks. Like if I was going to make a massive quilt, I probably would do something with more. Anyway, it was obsessive. I love the backs. Martin's shirt, pillowcase, Martin's shirt, pillowcase. And this was a top. I had a top that I wore for a couple of years. And then one day when we had people for dinner, I went like this and it tore.
Yeah, it's always when you got people over,
That's
isn't
funny.
it?
I'll just go and hide my bra, shall I? I don't wear bras. Pretend bra. But I love the fabric. So I was like, oh, I've got to use it because it's like blousy roses. And you had to have a good full stop of an orange. And the other back was, oh, that was another, oh God, I have to stop buying bed sheets. A lovely bed sheet from the op shop with very faint flowers. And then again, pillowcase. I just bought this pillowcase. It's so gorgeous.
Cute. Is the whole thing just green and cream? Or green and white?
Yeah.
Gorgeous.
Pillowcase, Martin's shirt. And then for all of them, I put these corners in, which then I sewed on. So the idea is that you use a chopstick and that's your hanging element. So you don't see the hanging element. You have like 2 nails and then you have your chopsticks and it's kind of hidden. And then of course I sewed this one when I was quilting. I could take it off, but I don't know, I might not. I don't think it's necessary because the chopstick can still get through. And then, oh, I love this one as well. More different backs. So this is one of my favorites. I bought it in an op shop. It was a shirt. I couldn't close it at the bust. So beautiful, but I love the fabric. I love this man's shirt, secondhand fabric as well. And this was Martin's shirt. And you can't see it here, but it had very faint little dots. But it got so old, the dots kind of really faded.
Faded into it.
And this one I did do a signature. So it says CB20. It said 24, so I crossed it out and I put a 5. But it was all done in 25. But anyway, I think the backs might be my face. I just love
The backs are
a
gorgeous.
deconstructed back.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of a single. You tell me, what are you? Do you just do one color? Because I know that people join backs because the fabric's not wide enough. But clearly I have got enough fabric that's wide enough. But I just love, it's like an abstract painting. So I did those. I had a really good time. And it makes me feel better about the fabric that I buy in the op shop. Because I buy a lot of pillowcases because they're beautiful. And then I was still obsessed. So you're going to help me with these, Victoria. So I'll show one and then I'll pass it to you.
Sure.
So then I did, I think 13, maybe 11 little ones. Because it was just a study in log cabins. This has got a beautiful center. And then reds. And then Martin's shirt. There's a theme here with Martin's shirt. This one is the whole log cabin in reds. Martin's shirt. And this one was a large picture frame, log cabin, Martin's shirt. That one. They're so pretty.
Martin's shirt.
With black, just to see how the colours behave. And you might be able to tell that they're slightly different reds. Martin's shirt. It's amazing. When you're doing little quilts, the fabric never gets used up. Look at the gorgeous green. That's my favourite green from that blouse. Martin shirt. How many times can I say Martin? Another log cabin. Martin shirt. It was, I tell you what, it was fun to close these up. These tiny ones. Different green. Martin shirt. I was saying it wasn't a log cabin, it is. There is a join in the middle, it's definitely a log cabin. Martin shirt. These have not been wadded, so it's only 2 layers. Another one. Martin shirt. And the last one, it was reds and blacks. Isn't that interesting how they behave so differently? Martin shirt. And then what I thought I would do is I think I'm going to turn this one into a pendant, because I'm working really hard to look weird as I get older. I'm doing really well. Honestly, I'm turning into Iris Apfel without the glasses. Anyway, it's good fun. Martin was like, you what? Anyway, I had so much fun. And then I have like, I think you will stop now. But now that I've had like a fortnight's break, I think I'm going to go back and do one more. I was just telling you. In plain colours, I want to see how it behaves. I know how it behaves in plain colours. I just want to do another one. So the next one is applique. So I'm excited for that.
Nice.
Also, incidentally, guess where I had my dinner tonight? Because Martin and I came out to look at a house.
Where was the house that you were looking at?
Caversham.
I don't know, where did you have tea?
The bowling club.
Did you?
I did.
Lovely.
So for people that don't know, the bowling club is an amazing business that does really good social work for the community. I've never been. Mostly because like Martin and I are not really going outy people. We're terrible at it. Sometimes we go for an Indian meal, but that's it. But anyway, I follow them on Instagram. They're kind of a non-profit, and they had said that they had the 2 quietest days they'd had since they started 2 years ago. And they do so much donating of food for people and they have a really tight business model. So if they don't sell enough meals, it's a real struggle for them to do all the social work that they do.
I think what Catherine hasn't said is like a meal's like $6.
Yeah, it's really cheap. So it's a very lean profit margin.
They cook in bulk and
they serve over 1,000 meals a day. And they do things where you can put yourself on a list so that your food is delivered to you. And you can order you can say, can I have 3 meals a week delivered? If you have a disability or there's some reason why you can't get to them, they also donate food for people in need. And when you pay for your meal, you can also pay it forward for somebody else, which we didn't realize was in cash, but thankfully Martin has some cash. Anyway, they put a plea out saying this is the quietest 2 days we've had in the last 2 years, and it's not sustainable for us to be that quiet. So I said to Martin, right, we're not going to be able to eat at home tomorrow, so we're eating there. So that's what we did. It was really lovely. You have to wash up your plate at the end of the day.
What Catherine hasn't said is that after they made that, please come and support us, they had the busiest day they've ever had.
Oh, have they said that? Oh, okay.
I follow them on Twitter. Yeah.
I haven't checked what they've posted.
Good food?
The food was okay. Like, so I was saying to Martin...
I think it's all vegetarian, isn't it?
No.
Okay.
He did buy muesli because they also sell muesli. You can buy your 1/2 kilo, 1 kilo. So Martin surprised me because Martin has arthritis. So he chose ginger and turmeric. Yellow breakfast. Okay, good for him. So yeah, he bought that. It was $6 for 1/2 kilo. So we're gonna test it out. The food was okay. It's just high volume, quick. So it's like a canteen.
Yeah.
To be honest, one of the reasons I don't go out very often is because as a vegetarian, it's mostly disappointing. It's, it's not like it's bad, but I can do better. So why would I pay like 5-6 times what it costs me to eat out? It's like, nah. His was okay, but I said to him, it might be worth us coming back for desserts because we just don't. We don't have a proper oven in the house. That was a decision we made. And Martin does like dessert. So I said, we could do that. And it gives us a chance to buy the cereal and then pay it forward for another family. Yeah. Anyway, it felt like a really nice thing to do. Like, it's full of the sort of people that I like to surround myself with. That it makes you feel good about the life that Dunedin has. So, good people. It was good.
Good.
Yeah. And then he made me wash up. I never wash up. I'm the princess at home. And he was just like, I'll let you do it. I was like, fine. So it was good. Okay, so we've done FOs.
And FFOs.
And FFOs. So...
I'll go on to a new project.
I'm just going to lie down now because Victoria's not... I've got one thing to sort of show and then that's it. I'm just going to sit here.
That's fine. I will show you my Victorian goose feather tree. So, this is not completely finished. The branches are pretty much finished, but what we do is we wrap the core so it doesn't look like wood, and this top needs gluing in. But this is all made from wire and goose feathers.
Let me have a look. Let me have a look.
And see these bend up and down. And how you do
I thought it was just part of your house decoration.
No, this is a new craft project.
Oh yeah, don't let me forget to talk about my new hobby that I'm starting.
Put that in plans.
God.
So the feathers are cut down the spine.
By you?
This is a short one. No, they came all pre-cut.
So
and
cut
then
in half in effect.
cut in half, yep. But half of it, you've still got half the spine on each piece. So you use both sides. And then I'm going to demonstrate on a toothpick because...
She's all prepared. This is one she made earlier.
And there's a lot of PVA glue involved, but you pretend the thing's a wire, you put it on, and then it's just twisting it, and the feathers splay out, and that becomes your leaves on your tree.
So how many of those do you use for the length of one?
Because the feathers are all different lengths, and the wires are all different lengths, it really depends. But 2, 3, 4 maybe maximum.
Okay. Interest.
Right.
Cool. Messy though.
Yeah. Oh, that's alright. I've twirled that on. See?
How did you make it stay here?
So I've tucked a little bit under there. And that, you'd put a bit of glue in there when you're doing it to stop it moving. But
very
that's
cool.
cool. So that was fun to try something new.
They dyed it as well?
Yeah, the feathers have been dyed.
Right?
Yeah.
And what's the thing at the end?
Oh, it's supposed to be like a berry, but it's just
I get that.
I think...
Made with what, you numpty?
So that... I'll give you one spare in the pack. I think they're just like paper, like a paper...
It's some sort of resin, I think.
I don't know if it's resin.
Oh, maybe it's wrapped paper. This is munted.
Yeah,
so
it's a bit broken. It's been...
A bird got it.
Yeah, exactly. But that was super fun. That's been really fun. It's nice to get the arts and crafts, the PVA and the...
Very cool.
But I'll show you that. Hopefully we'll be all finished by the next time we film. So that was fun. Do you have anything you want to show or just keep going?
Oh, you do one more.
Okay. Let's do Anne. So Anne Boleyn. It's not finished. But she's close. Well, not really. All I've got left to do
done as well, right?
is the blue background.
Yeah.
And the bits of black that you can see through. So you can see I've done to there.
You made progress.
But all of the beads are done.
Oh, show me the beads.
I think they're beads around your... All the...
Oh, sorry. Not proper beads.
No, they're not proper beads. Woolen beads. I have loved stitching every minute of this.
Yeah.
I have so enjoyed it. I'd highly recommend.
Cool.
So she's coming along nicely.
Cool. Oh, I'm just... So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to finish things. So I haven't brought it to show you because I've already shown you her top. So Christina wanted this jumper, this kind of vest top with a jumper over it. I finally finished the jumper piece. She tried it on. It was not good. So I said, look, I'm sorry, sweetie. I've done the best I could. I just can't do anything else. So she's just keeping the top. Will she wear it? I don't know. But as a mom, you just do your best, right?
Yeah.
She might not wear it, but the project is done. It almost broke me. It was just so hard. In fact, on holiday, Martin said, that's what I was knitting on holiday. It was the jumper.
Ah, yeah.
And Martin said, you have never taken this long with a project. I was like, it's because I'm not enjoying it.
Makes a big difference when you're enjoying a project.
Yeah. And I really wanted to make it work for her, but it hasn't worked. So it is what it is. But it's done now. And I had hidden all the loose ends and stuff. So that she's taken the little top and she's happy and it's been given to her. And then I was like, I need to finish my friend's quilt. So I didn't quite get to the very end, but I'll just show you a little corner because you can't display the whole thing. But this is my friend's quilt. It's, in America at least, they call it an Ohio Star. And my friend loves greens. And I said to her, okay, I can make a green quilt, but it has to have a bit of my personality. So it's all sorts of different greens.
Do you know yet what you're going to do as the quilting stitch?
I'm going to use greens, but different greens as well. Mm-hmm. And I think I'll follow the shapes of the star and I'll do the same on the whites. So the white will have a star, but I have to check the batting that I buy that I can have quite big gaps.
Yeah.
Because otherwise I'll have to do mirror. So for example, like one of the lines that I would do, I would go all around the outside of the star.
In the ditch?
No,
yeah.
The outside. But then I would also go on the inside.
Yeah.
But if, because the wadding normally tells you gaps of no more than an inch.
Yeah.
Or 2 inches. Then depending on that, I might have to do another mirror one inside. I'll see. But certainly what I could do is I could play with, because I've got lots of crochet cotton, that's like a pearl cotton. So I could do the main quilting in different tones of green pearl cotton. And if I need to do more, I could do it in white or like that off-white beigey that you can get, so you can't see it as well. So anyway, we'll see. I've just got one more line to do and the quilt top's done.
Show that star. I think that's one of my favourites.
Oh, because it's more muted.
It's very muted. I love that. It's very pretty.
Oh, see, I was a bit upset because it was like, God, for such a loud, I choose loud colours generally. There was a lot of muted. So I must have been channeling my friend. Like there's a lot of this fabric. And also the other fabric there's a lot of, which surprised me, was this one.
Oh!
I was really surprised. I would say 60% of the blocks have that. I was like, okay. I mean, it has got greens, so that's fine. So I'm really happy. And my goal is, and this will happen because quilting actually doesn't take that long. I'm going to give this to my friend by the end of the year.
Oh gosh, yes.
That's my goal.
I think you're going to say by the end of the month. And I was like, oh, 2 weeks. I know you're Superwoman, but...
No. But I really would like her to have it. And I'm pretty good at setting myself goals. So I think if I go, right, okay, I will do 1 star per week. It's totally doable.
Oh, totally doable.
It still gives you room to do the other fun things that you want to do. So that is the goal. I can't even stitch whilst you're doing all your 800 projects because I've left it in the car. And there might be some loose pins around your house. Sorry.
Oh, there's always pins and needles on the floor.
Sorry. Okay.
So you may or may not remember I started this.
I remember.
End of last year, the wee caravan. So that got some life. Hang on down the bag. Oh my goodness.
Have you reached the point where you're giving things away yet?
No.
Okay.
Like I give my quilts away.
You never make your quilts with any other intention.
No, I know. So I finished the second half, which I'd only done a little bit, and I've started the big long band. And once I get that green
that's for
done,
the roof, right?
Yeah. So that band will come down there. So that's cool. And then she'll be done. Well,
very good.
Ready for construction. What else have I got? Oh, in here. I was gifted a beautiful pattern. So this is a velvet tangerine needle book. So that's the outside, that will look like. But this is the inside. And this bit here is cross-stitched. So I have started this.
Oh, show me again. Whilst you show.
Oh, on the world's biggest bit of fabric. I made good progress on this. I got really addicted because it was like
wow,
lots of one color. Yeah, bigger than I thought it was going to be. So it's just gorgeous. So, you know, one colour over and over again, nice and easy. And then you're just filling in the gaps without having to count.
Can I just say that from this picture, it looks like a peach.
Oh.
That's so tangerine from the middle.
Yeah. I've really enjoyed stitching on this, which is why there's quite a bit done.
I can't believe how big it is. It's great.
Yeah, it's on 40 count. And that's what it called for, but it doesn't look like it's going to be that big.
No, I think that the inside's my fave.
Yeah. Really enjoying it. Lovely.
Oh.
It's a Stacey Nash design.
I was just going to say, this looks like that woman I like.
Yeah, Stacey Nash.
Oh, very good.
We'll come back to her later. What else?
I bought a pattern and I forgot to bring it. A piñata.
Oh, let's show this one. So,
maybe I'll start that.
we all know that I'm doing the Marie Talbot classes.
Yeah.
And this is the book cover for the book that she's going to come and teach the construction class for in May.
Ooh.
So I have to have the stitching for this done by May. And it was my aim to have it done before the holidays and then have it done by the end of the holidays.
And?
So I have done that little flower there that's not even finished. But enjoying it. I've got the joy back in it. So I did that last week after work. So after work I wanted to stitch it.
Show me. So
just sand stitch at the moment.
So you know how before your little prize for doing something you have to do was the beading. Are you going to continue that?
Yeah, so I have not started my second kimono and I have not purchased any more beading projects.
Oh my God, clapping in the background.
Oh, I know! But I have told my friend Pam, who is also into the beading, that when she's ready to, because she's also finished a couple of beading projects, when she's ready to do another order, I will help her achieve the goal of free postage, which you have to spend X amount on to get the free postage from Wales. But I think she's also catching up on things.
This was pre-printed, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. It's very fine printing. I wonder if it's machine printed.
Yeah, she puts it through a, what do you call it, a...
spoon flower thing?
No, I think she just puts it through like a like an inkjet printer.
Oh.
So she called it a bubble jet, but that might be because she's Australian.
No.
Is bubble jet something different?
Isn't bubble jet the one that made the noise in the back in the days?
I don't know. Possibly.
Very pretty. I have to say, you can be proud of me because in my Palestinian piece that I've donated, so I no longer have, I did half a chess piece from Gaza village pre-1948. There was a village called Gaza. It's now a city. It was a city. It's been destroyed. But I wanted to incorporate some metal work, like gold thread work. I tried to do couching, but it didn't work out. But yeah, I used metal thread.
Yay!
Yeah, it was a bit of a pain.
Yeah!
For the couching, I gave up and then I just did kind of like a running stitch.
Nice.
Like because it was quite thick. I just didn't work out. But yeah, I don't do stuff like that very often. It was nice to kind of crack open the cellophane cover of my thread that I bought 4 years ago.
Yeah, so these things never go to waste. They can sit in storage quite happily. So this is a pattern that I purchased. I purchased the kit of this.
You showed us this.
Yeah, so this is Sarah Chittleborough.
And it's little, isn't it?
She's just little. So I have started her. I haven't done much. In fact,
it's in the folder. That's a new way of doing it. Oh, is that because it's so little?
Because it's little. I have done a straight line across the top. So I've done, that's the first band. And I have started the second band.
Nice.
But she was lovely. I'm really enjoying cross stitch.
Oh, I really want to get into my cross stitch again. Because it's just so good for the soul.
Oh, it's lovely.
You get to relax. That's very pretty.
So that's Sarah. And
I really want to get some little projects done.
I might only have one more.
But
So
I'm more of a fan of the massive projects on some level. I sabotage
you need to
myself.
find the right little project.
No, I bought my little piñata. I sent one to my friend. She wanted. So one of the things that I haven't talked about is that I got a pay rise at the end of last year. So I did nice things with various friends of mine. So yeah, I took out Victoria for a meal. It was lovely. I went out for a couple of meals with a couple of friends. I treated a couple my girls, and then my friend Donna He, who lives in America and who I met through the program, so the YouTube. We decided to sell a little Mexican designer's. It's not a little designer. She's a designer. She's Mexican, but she had a little piñata design, and I was like, well, she was trying to influence me. Oh, let's do it together. I was like, okay. And then the designer said, oh, I'm about to bring out a big one. My friend decided she wanted to do the big one. I was like, I don't want to do the big one because it'll take me 6 years. I don't. So she's got the big design and the little one, and I have the little one. So we're going to sell that together. And it is little.
Lovely. Oh, I look forward to seeing that.
Yeah, I've got to see how I do it because it actually looks really good on black, but I'm not going to embroider on black.
Yeah.
But I might use waste canvas on black fabric so that I don't have to look at it whilst I stitch.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good idea.
It's just too hard.
Yeah, stitching on black is...
Yeah, I'm old.
So I can't remember if I spoke about this at the end of last year, but in the middle of last year, I have signed up for an online class with a designer called Cynthia Jackson, who's quite...
This doesn't ring a bell.
Okay, so I have signed up for this as an online class, which has officially started New Zealand time last Saturday. And these are all...
Online?
Online. I've never done... So last week of holidays, I had to get up at 6... Last day of the holidays on a Sunday, I had to get up at 6 a.m. to attend the introductory
Not good.
class.
Bad planning.
But her classes, she teaches each class full time. So she does it what turns out to be the equivalent of 6 a.m. New Zealand Saturday and 12 o'clock New Zealand Saturday and 6 a.m. New Zealand Sunday and 12 p.m. midday. So I can go to the midday classes, but she was only doing the introductory ones when they fell at 6 a.m.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So what is this?
It is metalwork again and embroidery.
Yeah, but what is is it just a thing?
It's just a thing.
Not a final project like
it's just a
pincushion
picture.
or something. Okay.
But I've had to lace a slate frame, which was fun. And this is me tracing all the little flowers. So we stitch the flowers on the calico and then they are cut out and put on that brown background fabric. So this here will hopefully, I'm going to try and keep up with the class. You don't have to. I'm going to try and keep up with the class. So hopefully we'll see some progress on this.
Cool.
But it was fun lacing a slate frame. I hadn't done that before. Had to get the sewing
Did you do
machine
that in
out.
the class?
No. So the class, she basically just talks through the instructions, and you can ask questions, and then you go away and do this in your own time. So this was this was the Sunday afternoon on my last holiday, last day of holiday.
Right. So you had to sew
So what I did
the lacing to the edge, right?
Well, you stitched it, yeah, with
The
needle.
machine.
Oh, so I machined down here.
Yeah.
So I made a wee hem, machined it, and then I've got a piece of string in there so that
Like
all this
piping.
lacing, like piping, that's pulling on the edge of the fabric is pulling around a solid something as opposed to
Within
ripping.
the fabric.
Yeah. Just got a bit of reinforcing, really. So that'll be interesting to see how that comes along.
Oh.
And that,
Can I have a look at the front page again?
yeah,
I'm just trying to imagine what the cutouts will look like.
yeah, have a look in there. These are the week 1 instructions. I don't think it actually shows it cut out. No.
Yeah.
So I think you sort of almost glue the back of it to hold it together.
Right.
I think it's quite a traditional way of doing them when you're sort of appliquing them on something.
Cool. Great.
Then I think is all the stitching and beading and Christmas tree making that I did.
You have a lot of work. Like it feels like you've got more projects on, like they have deadlines
Yes,
than
like
you maybe had planned.
Yes, but that's okay.
I think you had planned to not do those.
Yeah, and massive project at work too. That's okay.
But the thing is, you must have felt
I was feeling, yeah.
recovered.
I'm on the iron tablets and the B12s. It's you can tell.
Yeah.
Oh, shiver me timbers, things that.
I've just bought some iron. Vita, Floridix.
Oh, yeah, the stuff that you drink.
Yeah, the stuff that you drink. I'm not looking forward to that, but I think I'm a little depleted. Oh my God, I love that. My God.
This is for shopping. Do you have anything else you want to show?
Well, no, I haven't gone shopping. I actually haven't. What have I shopped? I shopped in Beck's.
Yes.
So I have like doilies for my quilt. So the doilies were needed for my quilt because I'd kind of run out. But I haven't. Lies. I had run out of cut out ones. Oh, people have started to give me things now. It's amazing. My friend Judith gave me a whole bag full of them. My friend Max gave me a bag yesterday. So I'm all good. So I'm trying not to buy because I have a lot of lovely things. So I'm trying to use what I have. It's not my fault if pillowcases in op shops for 50 cents are tempting. That's an exception. But anyway, yours looks delicious. Let's have a look.
So, I'm not buying any new projects this year.
Oh my gosh, she found a loophole.
Except for the 8 that I bought.
So, because you say, yeah, you did say you weren't going to buy projects. So now you've just called this not a project, but a pattern.
Yeah, exactly. And I already had half the threads at home, so it was silly not to buy the other half, just in case.
You bought them with the threads?
I sorted out.
I don't understand. Okay, whatever. So, I'm the exception to the rule.
I was hanging out with my friend Sue at the shop, and these came in, and
Sue, stop it.
And I helped
she wants to go to Europe. Stop it.
I helped her do all the sticky bits, like the price and the barcode and stuff on the back, and then I fell in love, so I was buying them. So,
you know they won't go off, right?
Yeah, I know. So these are Stacey Nash's. There's a whole range here. Didn't buy all of these. Some of these I already had, but this is a new one. This is Bones.
Can I just, no, you've got to pass them to me. Can I say, part of the reason I don't have to shop is because you do.
I know. And this is Dr. Raven.
These, but it's nice to look at them.
I'm going to make these, and this one here, the mask is part of the base stitch. I'm actually going to stitch that do a detachable one, so that you can take the mask on and off.
Did you say detachable?
Yeah, so do the mask as a separate piece, and then give the rabbit a normal rabbit nose, and then put it over like a mask.
Is this supposed to be like the plague masks they used to wear? That is grim.
I like, that's one of my favourites.
Yeah, because you've got a side to yourself like that.
Yeah.
I like this because it's like skeleton-y.
And he's got a mask.
See, I can also say I'm not bothered about cat stitching. Like, no. Oh my God, can I just say my friend Rasha, she's got a kitten. I've given her notice. She can talk to me about her kitten for another 2 months, and then that's it. Otherwise, I'm going to introduce her to my librarian friends because enough is enough. God. See, I would change the cat. I would do something else instead of a cat. Not bothered about cats. Sorry.
And this is Reynard, Mr. Fox.
That range is so adorable.
It's just so cute.
God, yes.
And this is one that I've wanted for ages.
See, you caved with the good stuff.
I did. So this is Bobbin, the wee mouse. I'm going to do him on 40 count. He's going to be tiny and gorgeous.
The only thing I don't like about these, but I do think they're completely adorable, and of course you had to buy it, is that I would want it mouse-shaped.
That is, well...
See, I would want it cut out so it's like actual mouse-shaped.
You could do that if you wanted to.
Yeah.
This is one I already had, but this is now my Stacey Nash box, and I'm going to show him again. This is P-Roy. I love P-Roy. He is my favourite.
Is that the slug?
Yeah. I want to do him on like a massive count and put weights in him and use him as a doorstop.
Is this... I don't understand why you love him.
Oh, I just love him.
Is this like rooting for the underdog?
I don't know. He really appeals to me.
Okay, I love the idea of the doorstop, right?
Isn't that cool?
I'm going to do a doorstop brick like my mum used to do. I need a brick. Do you have a brick lying around?
You can probably take one of the ones out the front if you want.
No, I'm not going to steal from your house.
I don't know, I'll just steal it from Mum's or replace it with one I steal from Mum's house. This is Clovis.
So many people do these online.
So cute.
So pretty.
So cute.
I mean, partly it's the photography, right?
Yeah. Oh, I've seen them done in real life and they are gorgeous. This is Maggie May. I love her little yellow jumper.
What is Maggie May? Is that a little...
She's a bunny.
Oh my God, her cardigan is adorable.
Isn't her cardigan gorgeous?
But this is an advertisement for knitters, can I just say. Very pretty.
This is Nettle. See, this one's got a detachable mask. I don't understand why the plague one's not detachable.
Because then people will be like, oh, I also have to buy that other pattern because it teaches you how to do a detachable one. Do you see? It's trickery.
It out. Yeah.
Oh my God, I love that. I love the
cute.
inner circle.
And this is one I bought at conference. Miss Hazel. She's so cute. So I'm going to do them all. Not all of them. I'm probably going to do most of them on 40 count. There's a whole mixture of 36, 35 and 40 count called for, but I think I'm just going to do it all on 40 count.
35.
35.
35, 36, 36. Now I'm compelled to check them all. This one doesn't say. 36. 36. Mostly 36 actually. But you can do 40. 40 is a nice finish. And also, can I just say, Victoria kept the price on.
Oh yeah, I meant to peel those off, but I got to put the prices on. They were so much fun. I had a pricing gun. I've never used a pricing gun.
Like playing like a child.
It's so good.
I remember I used to play with stamps, and so that was my dream goal, was to have a job like that. And then I got a job in the civil service in the UK. That was my first job out of uni.
Yeah.
It was good, but after a day and a half of stamping, you were like, oh, this is not a career choice. I think some of the outfits are cool.
They're gorgeous.
Like the pinafore. No, I think since we knew you were going to break the rules, all of the rules.
I chose well.
You've chosen very well. Is this Stacey Nash? Yeah, okay. So this must be old style Stacey Nash.
Yeah, all Stacey Nash, yeah.
Not old style.
Old style, yeah. So that's an older.
Or maybe new style.
Old style, because that's my first one I have.
Because I really like that packaging. Anyway, well done.
So now I have a whole box. I now have a Stacey Nash box.
Does she do her own threads?
Yeah, threads. No, they're just they're mostly weeks, but a couple of what do we got? Not Colour Fast. What are they? They are the Gentle Art. They're all over dyes. Pretty. And that is all my shopping that I've done so far this year.
So I didn't do any naughty shopping, like pretend that I was going to follow one set of rules and did another one.
Yeah.
Like some people I know.
Oh my God, I feel so touched.
I did buy myself a Suzanne at Oasis in Oamaru. So that was lovely.
Lovely.
Yeah. I just choose slightly different things. Yeah. But my new hobby, so your new hobby is clearly like not have free time and just do classes.
Yeah.
My new hobby is I'm going to do rug making. I'm going to do proddy rugs. Proddy and hooky rugs.
So proddy rugs, are they the ones that you use a machine that go...
No. No machines. It's handmade.
Oh, well, those stretcher bars will be great.
Yeah, that's why, yeah. Victoria's having a clear out and she let me have some stretcher bars, which are just about the right size, I think. So proddy or hooky, proddy and or hooky rugs are from the north of England, and Martin's from Yorkshire. So I kind of wanted to do something. I've been watching this craft for maybe 5 years now. I'm a fast worker, clearly. But all the adverts, all the classes that I see are very, and buy this piece of equipment and buy that piece of equipment. I'm like, nah, poor people in Yorkshire and Northumbria and the west, northwest of England used to make these rugs. They were poor people. They did not buy equipment. So it wasn't until I came across Marion's video. So there was a YouTuber called Marion's World. She does kind of everything, and she also doesn't like to follow rules like me, so I think she's great. And she did first she showed us, she made a whole runner for her staircase.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Just one day she decided. It took her a couple of months.
So you didn't do it in one day.
No, but it took her a couple of months. It didn't take her 6 years. It was amazing. Yeah. And then she did a tutorial, and it was so straightforward. I was like, okay, I'm going to do it. Because Martin wants a couple of little rugs for the camper. And I also thought we'd have a little rug for, or maybe 2 little rugs for the outside toilet.
Nice.
that the girls can use if they want to. Anyway, when I finish my quilt top, then I can get my suitcase of jumpers from the op shop that I've been buying for the last 12 years.
Yeah.
And cut them up and get started.
Oh, exciting.
Very excited.
Oh, I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah. So
to start, do you have to buy the, it's not plastic, but it's like a very heavily starched wide hole mesh?
No, I'm not buying that. You can just use a coffee sack.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah, so it's that sort of material. They also sell you expensive, fancy things. But I was going to use coffee sacks, and I probably will later. But I also have some Peruvian type stuff of that style.
Mm-hmm.
I think that fabric, maybe not in Peru, maybe yes in Peru, it's called arpillera, which is like a sacking material, like jute. So I've got some of that I bought years ago, and I've used as curtaining for that massive piece of furniture that I had behind my,
Yep.
You know that red one?
Yep.
So I've got some of that. So I thought I'll use that, but then later on I would like to buy a sack. You can buy coffee sacks for like a gold coin donation in a coffee shop in Dunedin that I know of. So yeah, and I was quite purposeful. It's that I can be quite stingy, but I wasn't being stingy for stingy's sake. I really wanted to keep to the truth of the tradition, which was people were poor, there was not a lot of disposable income, and it was about keeping their families warm. So that was my goal. It was not to kind of go, oh, I'll just buy this thing. No, it was like, no, we're doing it thriftily. So I'm quite excited about that.
Definitely, I'm looking forward to seeing it.
Yeah. So that. And yeah, so I've got to focus on my quilty for Feb, which is needle turn applique. It might just be applique, I can't remember. Anyway, I'm supposed to do a good job of it. So we'll see. I think that's it.
So what are your plans for the next fortnight?
I plan to sleep. There's going to be some sleeping. I would like to get back into stitching. So I'm allowed to sew. I'm allowed, like I'm the boss of me. I'm allowed to start new projects if they're little.
Yep.
But I'm not allowed to start a new massive pattern, even though I finished a pattern, because my goal is to have my projects fit in my little box by my bed. And at the moment, I think I already have 2 massive ones. So
yeah,
I think my goals would be that I only ever have 1 massive one.
Yep.
So I need to finish another massive one before I can start.
And you're leaning towards Dutch Beauty at the moment.
I'll see. I think probably I would get bored if it was just that, because it's quite muted as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, but yeah, the goal is, sometimes you need a palette cleanser, so I can do like my little piñata, and that will take me 2 evenings.
Nice.
But I don't want to get bored with things. So yeah, that's kind of my goal. I do have so many beautiful patterns, because I buy books. So I've got loads of stuff. I really want to do another red work.
Yeah, I love that red work one that you did that used to have covering your thread basket. Probably is still covering your thread basket.
Thread basket. But another thing that has happened that I haven't told you about, which is very crafty related, we're past an hour, is I had someone do some research in my family tree in Peru.
Oh!
Which was amazing. I think it was very whirlwindy. We have recorded the session, but he managed to dig in my dad's family tree to 1700.
Wow.
Yeah. And I've got some documents and stuff, but that was only based on 1 hour's work. So I would like to do a little bit more research. I don't know all of his siblings' names, which is terrible. But also I'm not on Facebook, so I can't really contact my cousins that are still alive or my aunt in Switzerland. And the pool's not there to join Facebook to try and do something. So I need to talk to my sister. I've got a sister that has kept in touch with some family, and she is on Facebook, so she's more likely to be able to help. But also she's very busy. Whatever. It's very exciting because my goal is to embroider my family tree.
Yeah, you were talking about that. Yeah.
I kind of feel like I'm now at the point where I can start, because I've got obviously my dad's full name, but I've got his parents' names now. I didn't have his mum's full name, which I do now. So I'm happy. I think I might even have the date of birth and death. So I feel happy now that I've kind of, I don't have to design the whole family tree. I can just start on it.
Yeah.
So I'm very excited about that.
It is very exciting.
Yeah. And so that cutlery box, that Fiona, did I show you the cutlery box?
I think you did, yes, yeah.
Yeah. So I've now taken the guts out of it, and a bit like the one you have. And I've decided that I'm going to decorate it. Fiona did a grand job of hers. I'm not going to do anything quite as grand, but I'm going to decorate it and probably do like Barriga family tree and embroidery. But then all my special documents I'm going to put in there.
Oh, that's
So
lovely.
when I die, my kids will be like, oh, it's the cutlery box with all the special documents.
Yeah. Oh, that's a great idea.
Yes, I'm excited about that. And of course, I don't know if I saw you since I embroidered my parents' names and birth and...
No, I don't think so.
So I've got this other cutlery box situation thing, and I've embroidered their full names and their date of birth and date of death for both of them. Because I've got terrible memory and I keep forgetting when they died or when they were born, to be quite frank. And I really wanted to have it, so I'm going to display that for the Day of the Dead as well. But I still have to do flowers all around it. I've just done the names and the dates, and I want to do flowers around it to make it look pretty.
Nice.
Yeah. So lots of plans like that. I've kind of sort of started, but I haven't been able to think about enough because tired. So that. What about you? What like focused?
The online class I'm doing, so that's the Gutter, what is it called? A Garden in Gutter Lane by Cynthia Jackson.
That's a curious name.
And Ruth Holbert. And my Stacey Nash. I think I'm going to keep a little project on the go. I've got several little projects.
Palette cleanser,
as a palette cleanser, and I'm too tired to get something out. I'll just do a couple, a thread in this.
I should get back into the thread thing.
Yeah, one thread. Because I often find once you've broken that barrier of just getting something out, I'm like, I'm doing 4 threads. Yeah.
Should we try and do the one thread?
One thread, yeah.
Okay.
One thread for 2 weeks.
Okay. Dare I ask about your mum's blue piece?
No.
No, okay. I didn't ask. We don't edit, but pretend that I did.
So that's my next 2 weeks.
Nice. I'm excited for this year. I'm excited to kind of make progress with some things that have kind of malingered a little bit. Maybe I'll get the edging done with this piece. Maybe this year should be about goals and like saying it out loud and then doing it. So I'm going to get the drawn thread border done. Bam!
I'm going to get
one flower done.
3 elements done.
Okay.
On this in the next 2 weeks.
So 3 elements is like thingies, right?
Yep. So that flower will be completed, but that's not going to count because it's already 3/4 of the way done. Like I'm going to do a big flower.
But
and 2 other things.
And 2 other things.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it might be a big flower, a strawberry, and the other bird.
Okay. So I'm the uninitiated. It actually doesn't look like that much. That's less than an evening's work.
That took me 2 nights.
This bit did?
Yes.
Wow.
Because I was watching Vera. So it was very much not full on concentration.
It's very stressful.
No, it's a murder mystery. I just ended up watching. I can't watch new things when I'm stitching. I've got to be stuff I've seen 100 times before and I have to look up.
Oh, maybe we should tell people what I watched for a laugh.
Yeah, you should. I was surprised. I hadn't even seen this.
It's not really my thing. But you know, I'm from Peru, and my daughter said 6 months ago or so, we should go and see Paddington in Peru, or whatever it was called, because it's from Peru. Like, it's not really, but
Paddington's Adventures in Peru, isn't it?
Yeah, whatever. Anyway, I went with my baby. We had a lovely time. But I screamed like you wouldn't believe it. And I was holding her hand. I was like, ah!
Nice.
Yeah, that's a very un-Catherine behaviour.
What movies did I see? I think I saw Wicked, but I think I'd seen that last time.
You had
Loved
talked about it.
I went and saw Moana 2. I didn't enjoy it as much as Moana 1, but it was alright.
Okay. So the thing that Christina and I came out saying is like, it was okay, and it was extra special for us, even because of the label of Peru. Mm-hmm. And I got very homesick, of course. I think my period's due, so I was like, oh, my home country. But it's really expensive.
It's gotten, yeah.
I want amazing if I go to the cinema.
Yeah.
So for amazing, it has to be an art house film, like beautiful, either no dialogue or beautiful dialogue.
Yeah.
Beautiful scenery, beautiful cinematography. Like, I don't want to say, oh, it's okay. $50, it was okay.
So Rialto have a cinema club or something, and once a week they have a $12 movie or something, and so that movie is only $12 for that week, which has helped, because otherwise it's like $18. It's ridiculous.
But it's also cheap as Tuesday. That's a good night to go.
Yeah. Oh God, who wants to do something?
Also, I don't want to go out and I'm tired. I have a full-time job. I have to think in my job. I don't want to go out.
It's interesting. I used to love the movies. Like, I went a lot, and I was up with what was coming out and enjoyed going to it before pre-COVID. And now I'm like, oh, I think I'd rather just go home and spend 3 hours stitching.
Yeah. Also, Christina made a comment about something, because I'd mentioned some movie, or she'd mentioned an artist, an actress or something. I was like, sweetie, I don't know. I stopped going to the cinema before Sophia was born, and I've just never caught up. Sophia's going to be 25 this year. Yeah. No, I'd rather a book or an audiobook, or to be honest, YouTube. I watch a lot of YouTube, which is mostly murder at the moment, which again, like Paddington, is very unlike me, but that trend doesn't seem to be waning.
Yeah.
So I don't know what that's about.
If I'm really honest, I'd rather just sleep.
Oh my God, I just got to sleep early. Today, I woke up at 10 to 8. My alarm was set for 8, and I woke up in a panic because it hadn't gone off. But it was okay, because, before the alarm. And I was in deep sleep, and then I woke up in a start. But I'm going to sleep at 9:30, 10. Like, I'm not having late nights. What is that about? Is everybody tired? Or is it just Victoria and I?
But I went to the doctor, and my B12 and my iron were low. So I've got those. I have seen a difference.
And that's a thing you're supposed to keep track of, isn't it?
Yeah. So I've got weekly B12 shots for 4 weeks. So I've had my 3rd one of those today, and I am noticing a difference. It's good.
Well, a thing I've decided to do, which I don't know if it's helpful or not, is to give up coffee. Not even caffeinated coffee. I will continue having my 1 coffee a day at home, instant.
Decaf or
No. Full calf. I'm giving up decaf because I drink decaf for the rest of the day. But partly it's really expensive. And before I got promoted to this job, so I'm head of information management.
Woo!
We've changed our name. I had a much lower level job, and it wasn't busy or stressful. And I used to drink herbal tea, and then I got this job, and I just got into the habit of coffee, and then I switched to decaf, which was better, but it is so expensive. And I'm quite a thrifty person, so I'm not having it. I have a lot of herbal teas at home, so I'm going to use up the herbal teas I have, and then I'm just going to drink what I grow. So I grow lemon balm, lemon verbena, calendula roses, hawthorn. Like, there's loads I grow. So I'm just going to... I will. Because it just offends me greatly to buy a jar of decaf coffee that lasts me about a week for $13.
Yeah.
And also, it's not like it's fair trade coffee. Like, there's nothing shiny about it. It's just, there's one terrible brand that does decaf, and I've been boycotting them for about 40 years. So I'm not buying that. So there's only 2 other brands, and one comes in plastic sachet. So I just buy this other one that comes in a glass thing. But I don't like being beholden to anything. I don't like it that I'm like, oh, I have to have a coffee.
Yeah.
So I'm going to have a coffee when I go out with friends on occasion. I don't go out very often, but that's kind of my thing. And I'm hoping that I'll break that cycle. It's annoying. So tell us your tips.
Yeah.
Why are we so tired? Why is everybody so tired? Is it because the world's a bit broken?
The world is very broken.
Yes. I've just spotted a new jug. Is that a new jug? Right in the corner.
Yeah, I got that for Christmas.
Oh, nice.
Got a lovely Dalton Juliet jug.
Every time I come to Victoria's house, there's like 12 new things to see.
It's like the I Spy box.
Yeah. Anyway, it's lovely to be back.
It is, and we'll see you in a fortnight.
Theoretically, we're energized, aren't we?
Yeah.
I may or may not record in Spanish. I'm a bit tired now. But anyway, lovely to see you.
Kakite.
Have a good week. Kakite.